Matt, are you guys gonna adjust anything with the weather, travel, practice, anything this week?
Practice is a little bit modified, I'd say, just more because of the fact that we played Monday evening and guys are still in that recovery process, so made some adjustments to practice.
Travel-wise, you'll stick to the routine.
Well, take that back. Yeah, we did kick the travel back a little bit, but it was more, it had more to do with the holiday, less to do with the weather.
Just leave it later on Saturday?
Correct.
Do you have any contingency plans for tomorrow if roads are bad and guys can't get here?
It's Green Bay, right? We'll have everybody get their snowmobiles out for us, like they did in Buffalo. Is it supposed to be that bad?
It's already not great.
Yeah. It's full of questions, Greg.
You guys good?
Pat, I'll throw one out. I know we asked you a lot about Keisean, but the last few years you've had a lot of guys kind of come out of nowhere to make the impact on a team. You know, you look at Rasul last year, Allen your first year. What kind of jolt does that give a team when a guy that maybe week one wasn't necessarily considered a starter, a core guy in terms of offense or defense, starts contributing in those ways?
Yeah, I think it's important every year. I think there's always guys that are going to kind of, you know, I don't want to say sneak up, but are going to get a little bit more opportunity and take advantage of those opportunities. And I think that's every year in the National Football League. On every team, there's people that maybe you don't have or don't expect to make that big of an impact that do. And we're lucky and fortunate when that happens, because certainly we love to see that from everybody, just exceed the expectations or whatever is out there on these guys.
What kind of challenges does Tua bring this week?
Well, certainly he's playing at a really high level. I think he's a guy that throws with such great anticipation. Just watching him, he'll definitely throw the ball well before receivers are breaking. He makes good decisions. Isn't he leading the league and I don't pay attention to this all the time, the stats, but isn't he leading the league in rating? So, I mean, I think that says a lot right there. He does a great job of taking care of the football. Like I said, it's hard to, when quarterbacks throw with anticipation, you know, sometimes that can be hard to defend, and especially to the guys that he's thrown it to. So he's got a lot of weapons. I think they do a great job offensively, scheming things against what you do defensively and really put their guys in a great position. But, you know, ultimately the players got to go out there. They got to read it the right way. They got to make the correct decisions, and I think that's what you're seeing from him. He's a guy that you can definitely has been coached the right way in regards to reading with his feet, and he's doing a good job getting through his progressions and getting to the guys that are, you know, open.
You know, it's easier for idiots like me to see Devontae Wyatt when he makes the splash plays, but what have you thought of him on a, you know, during his limited snaps, and see put himself in position to get more playing time?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's done a nice job. I think it's been a little bit of a learning curve for him, but you know, he shows improvement each and every week, and I can tell he's into it. And I think he's earning more opportunities, and certainly when he goes in there and does a great job, that's going to lead to more opportunities. So he's got to take advantage of every snap he gets, and that's not only in the game, but that's in practice as well, because that gives us confidence as coaches when you go out there and practice and show that you know what you're doing, then that typically leads to more opportunities in the games.
Any chance Dave will practice this week?
Not today, potentially tomorrow. We'll see where he's at.
So it's not at a point where you feel like he needs to be shut down for the season? Like you feel?
No.
Matt, Christian saw a lot of Jalen Ramsey on Monday night. Do you think the Dolphins might, you know, employ Xavier Howard in a similar fashion? And just what does that do for the growth of a young player like Christian to have those challenges?
Well, when you're going against great players, it can't help but, you know, make you better. Sometimes it's tough lessons as well. So, you know, we'll have a plan for whatever they want to deploy against us. And, you know, they've got more than just Howard. They got a lot of great players, and we're going to have to do a great job really at every level, blocking the front, and then guys beating tight coverage because they are not afraid to go up there and get in your grill and give you some hard jam, and they do a good job of mixing up their zoning defense with their man-to-man coverages.